Hello and welcome to Family by Nature. So in this video we invited Jasmine and the crew home for a mutual special prepared by Rama, Duke's wife, and just as we were about to dine, the weather changed and the wind was blowing, so we came inside. We had our dinner, and after that we just sat down and have a chat, and the plan was to interview Jasmine as well before they left the next day. So watch this video, watch the interview, beautiful interview, subscribe and share and like. Welcome to Family by Nature. So today I have Jasmine here in the house. Welcome, Jasmine, to Kumasi.
Thank
So what
you.
brought you to Kumasi?
Well, I've been here once before. So after COVID, I came here. But at that time, I didn't have too many connections here. And I think filming here is not necessarily easy if you don't know anybody. So I wasn't able to get as much content as I would have loved to. So I met Mickey Ajay, who has a YouTube channel as well. And he came and I did an interview with him. So that sparked conversations about Kumasi. So then I was like, oh, maybe it's a good time to go and explore now that I have Mickey who's lived here and he knows people here and stuff. So yeah, because it's part of what I do. I like to explore different parts of
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been a very big fan of yours.
Thank you.
We came as a family. I mean, we came across your channel when we were in the UK, and we were preparing to move. So we were just like anything about Ghana. I mean, we were just watching the videos and we came across your videos, and it was like we were like, wait, when are we moving? When are we moving? You know. So when the time came and then we moved to Ghana, it was just, I knew it was just a matter of time.
You meet me, and here we are.
Here we
are. We've had some good omuto.
Oh yes.
Now we're having a nice drink.
Oh, nice drink.
You know?
The omuto was good.
It was.
It was good.
Yeah.
And we've had. I mean, now. You came in January
2020. Yes.
Yeah, I watched the interview with Mickey.
Okay.
And Mickey was asking why you came, and So share a bit about that.
About that, yeah.
I mean, what's like what was the one thing that made you move to Ghana?
I think I get asked that all the time, but I don't think there was one thing. I always knew I'll come here, but I just didn't know when that was gonna happen. So I guess I got to a point where I felt like my only thing that was holding me back was work. I didn't have any babies, I wasn't married. I'm like, if I don't do it now, when am I gonna do it? You know what I mean? When I need other people's opinions, so when I have kids and stuff, obviously I need to know how they feel about moving. If I have a husband, then I think about how he feels about moving. So it was just that thought that now it's all based on me. I just need to make a decision that I want to go, and then I can go. So I was like, if I don't do it now, when am I going to do it? You know what I mean? It was more that than anything else. And I think I also, there was a time where I kind of thought about, if I continue to live in Australia and even if I won the lottery, I don't think that would bring me happiness. You know, because I had a good job, I worked for the government, we lived in a nice big house, 4-bedroom house. I had all the comforts, you know, but I was still so empty, you know. So I was like, so what is it then? You know, if it's not money and it's not these material things, then what is it? You know, let me go to Ghana and see what happens. Now that I'm young and free, let me go and see what happens. So that's how I came to the conclusion that I'm just going to go and see what happens.
That's very good. And yesterday when we were just having a conversation, off camera, we talked about these things. And one thing that you said that I found it very powerful was you plan to make it work.
Oh yeah.
Just you bend those bridges. It's not like sometimes maybe.
No. Yes, it was like, I'm here now, I'm gonna make it work. There's nothing like, oh, it's not that great. I can't imagine myself going back at the moment. At the moment, I didn't really felt like life there was boring. You know, yesterday we went out, it was a Sunday night. You're like, don't people have work? You know, but people are out partying, having a good time, you know. just that work-life balance you get here, you just can't get anywhere else.
No.
After experiencing that, it's very hard to say you're leaving. So you just have to make it work, And living here doesn't come without its challenges. Like there's lots of challenges, but if you make up your mind that you want to stay, there's always a way. Where there's a will, there's a way, So
that's powerful. And one thing that talking about making it work, and I always say that, look at the locals. They don't earn much, but they figured a way to make it work. So why can't we make it work? So I mean, hearing that from you yesterday, like the conversation, like your mind was not like maybe I'm going to make it work, and that's like the same mindset. The same mindset.
That's what you need if you want to survive, because it's not easy.
Yes. Like you said, you have like the comforts of the West and the convenience and stuff. But another thing that you said that I really loved is like you said it's different here. You have all those, like you have the McDonald's and all those stuff there, and we have our local stuff. I mean, that we also need to portray.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, so basically I was just trying to convey that there's beauty in how Ghana is as it is, despite the problems. Because I think a lot of the time when we're trying to prove that Africa is beautiful, a lot of the time we use the developed parts of Ghana. So maybe you go to Central Accra, you show the high-rise buildings and the nice hotels and things like that. That's what people equate to beauty, but not necessarily. If Ghana was just like the West, we wouldn't want to come here. You know what I mean? So I feel like even the local people that have, like, I don't know, wache sellers, gobe sellers, they're not considered to be rich people, but there's beauty in that. Just being able to walk past and say, hey, good morning, meto wache, that kind of, that's all beautiful, So that needs to be portrayed to people in the West, and people need to realize that there's beauty in that as well. Not everything has to be developed to look beautiful, you know what I mean? Because as I said, if you want that, just stay there. Don't come here, because what's the point,
I like that. One thing that like watching your channel, I realized that I resonate with a lot of things that like you're like my younger sister, because like we're talked about yesterday, we share a lot of things in common.
Yes.
And that is the mindset you need. Like we filmed this Gobe lady. We just go there, buy food, and we told her we have a YouTube channel. And said, "Oh, film it too. We'll try it." Then we filmed it. And it got over 4,000 views.
Nice.
There is beauty in that as well.
Absolutely.
There is beauty. I mean, the roads are not perfect. I mean, even today we had like 3 lights on.
I know.
we really stopped this interview.
I know. Yeah.
But still, there's
still joy.
There's still joy.
Yeah.
Yesterday we had fun and stuff.
We did.
That's amazing. So I mean, in terms of challenges, we all know. I mean, the challenges when you come. So for people who are planning to come, I know your number one target audience are those outside, those who want to come. So in terms of, I talked to Mickey a lot about preparation, and that's what I think is the number one thing. Yeah. The preparation. So what would you advise people who also want to plan to come and experience the kind of lifestyle that people crave for? What would you advise them?
Sure. I think there's the practical things, which is like getting a source of income, a place to live, those type of things. Because as we've said off camera several times, savings is not enough. You need to have some form of income that's coming in every month that you can live off of, Once you have that and you have a place to stay, those are the 2 main practical things. But the other most important thing is obviously your mindset. You need to be open-minded, and you need to try to be as positive about things as possible, because that's generally how Ghanaians are anyway. Like, Ghanaians are very I don't know, they just make light of everything.
Yeah.
Even if it's a serious issue, they're just laughing, you know. So you need to adapt that type of lifestyle.
You need to.
Yeah. And then the things that I also feel like it's important that people might take for granted is, I think a lot of the time when you live in the West, we think about things like budgeting, those type of things. But when you're coming to Ghana, you're like, oh, everything is cheap. I don't need to budget. You know, but you need to. You know what I mean? All those things that help you over there, it will be just as efficient over here as well, you know? So those little things all make a difference. So once you do that, I feel like you can be here long term. You know, if you plan things, you're not trying to live like you're on holiday, those type of things, you'll be fine. But if you come and you want to live just like how you were when you were on holiday, you run out of money very quickly.
That's so true.
Yeah.
So before you moved finally, were you coming to Ghana like on holidays?
Yes, I was.
I mean, like preparation.
Yes, I was. I was coming to Ghana on holiday like every 2 years or so. Yes, so I'll come and then I'll go, and it was within that time that I managed to buy a house and do all that. So yeah.
Tell me about that. I mean, I've seen it on your YouTube.
Yeah.
And I was like, Jasmine is doing well though.
Yeah.
So that's the one in Tema.
That's the one in Tema. Yes. So I bought that like maybe like 5 years before I moved. But at that time, I didn't even know I was moving. I was just like, oh, well, it's not a bad idea, you know.
So you bought it before you moved?
Yeah, before I even thought about moving. So I came on holiday, and then I had a friend who knew people that sold houses and stuff. So he helped take me around and stuff like that. And it was a pretty straightforward process because at that time, people really, there was no year of return. There was none of that. So nobody really talked too much about buying house, and it was a little more affordable at that time as well. So it was a pretty straightforward process. Yeah, it wasn't very hard at all.
Wow. So is that a 3-bedroom house, right?
3-bedroom house.
3-bedroom house. Yeah. Because I saw one video like you're doing the balcony.
Yeah. I had to do it up as well because you know when they build it for you, they never use quality stuff. The ceilings was all plastic. So I had to change. I had to change all that.
Wow,
because
very well. Even the gardening, like the flower pots. I was like, this lady is doing well though. Wow, and I mean, these are things that like inspire. Yeah. I mean, especially if you are in the West and you plan to move, you crave for these little things. Because I remember we all gather around when we were having like dinner. We all sit down, pick up a channel, whether it's Stella, whether it's Vanessa, whether it's a Champon family, whether it's Jasmine. We will watch and we will like, when are we
gonna go?
So this I mean there sometimes we take things here for granted, like gardening. But like when you are outside, you watch these videos and you see like this tiny things.
It makes you really happy. Yeah, it's true.
And then you got the apartment. That's the one you use it for Airbnb.
Yes. So I got that short term. I only got it for a period of time. Used it as Airbnb, and once I was done with that, I ended it because I felt like it was a lot of work, and for the amount of money you made, it wasn't really that worth it to me anyway. So I was like, okay, we'll just end it there. So I didn't continue that after.
Yeah, I was off camera, I was telling you about we were talking about your because when I was watching your earlier videos, you had this website, like your e-commerce shop.
Where I sell hair care and skincare. I still have that. I still have a lot of subscribers that still buy. It surprises me because I don't do any marketing. They still reach out and like, oh, do you have this available? And they still buy up till now. Well, that's good. You have to push that one. I do. I know.
That's good. I mean,
it's just when you do YouTube full time, it's like, oh, it's so hard to do anything else.
YouTube is we'll do some portion for YouTubers. Because your one thing that your consistency. I mean, for YouTubers, I mean, small YouTube channels like myself, like when we grow up, we all want to be like Jasmine. So what advice would you give, like also for small channels like myself, like Family by Nature, I mean, who are also coming up and stuff? What advice would you give us?
I think it's the consistency. That's what it comes down to. So consistency, not just in terms of the schedule of the upload, in terms of the quality of the video as well, you know, and just learn how to tell stories. I think that's all that matters, really.
It's true.
Because that's why people feel like they know me when I meet them. You know, when I met you guys, it was like we've already known each other. You know,
it's so true. It's so true.
Once you learn that, I feel like it's pretty straightforward, and you've got to enjoy it as well, because it's a lot of work.
It's true.
Constantly thinking about new content.
It's true.
And even you have to obviously invest money in it and stuff like that. So it's not necessarily easy, but if you enjoy it, you do well. You know.
I think the whole thing is like enjoying what you're doing.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, it's I love video has been part of my business before we started channel. Like I was into professional photography, did videos and stuff. Storytelling is all like part of it. So I think like the consistency.
That's what it comes down to.
We took some time off after the wedding. Wedding was a lot of work.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yes, your first son. I mean.
I know. It was but like it was such a pleasure to see that, because then we're like, oh my God, we're part of the family, because we get to see the wedding. You know, we're not physically here, but we get to see it.
The wedding was the wedding. But now we're going to really go back to YouTube and do great stuff. So coming to Kumasi, so you've been here for like tomorrow will be like a week.
A week, exactly.
So how has it been?
It's been good.
It's been good.
Yes, I think the thing that made a difference this time is I had a lot more connections before I came. So it's been very easy to film the stuff that I want to film. I like the pace of life here. It's slower and it's not as busy as Accra. The traffic is not too bad. And as I was telling you earlier on, I feel like on cool days, the weather is nicer and cooler than Accra. But on hot days, Kumasi is a different level of hot. Yeah. And what else have I enjoyed about it? And there's some things that I saw that were interesting that I didn't even notice the first time. Like this time, I noticed those billboards with the funeral stuff on it. I'm like, hey, people are spending that much on
They don't have that in Accra.
No, they have those little, the little obituary posters. But here they have a full billboard. Hey, that's serious, you know? Yeah.
You know, that's, I mean, it was new to me before when we moved. I mean, my aunt died in 2021, so I came to Ghana before we moved.
Okay.
I think that was when I noticed those.
Huge
I mean,
billboards.
Those were reserved for businesses and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And I saw like big
billboards.
I was like, why are they advertising? It's like.
So that was shocking to me. But generally it's been fun. Like the nightlife, we went out yesterday, which was lovely.
We went out on Friday too.
Yes, we went out on Friday as well. That was nice. I like that you guys have a very good community with regards to the people that have moved here from overseas. Like it's been good. It's been a nice experience so far. But I was saying that I think if you're young and you like going out a lot, you probably can't live in Kumasi. I feel like Accra has more stuff to do in terms of that. But if you have a family, cost of living is so low in comparison to Accra. So I feel like it makes sense you could definitely consider here. And they have some beautiful houses as well, and it's been nice.
That's good. Yeah, I like that part. Like, for example, like living here as compared to like living in Accra. So because like we were saying, like off camera, even if you look at the YouTube channels, most of the YouTubers like in Accra, in Accra. So it was something refreshing when we moved to Kumasi. Decided to showcase.
Because everything is here. You can find everything here.
Everything is here. Like I saw this guy saying on YouTube, said everything is in Accra, you have the same thing in Kumasi. It says if you want customers, go to Hilton.
Yes. Just a different name. It's the same thing.
The same thing. So I think sometimes it's more the I think we did one video and then we were showing the road. I love showing road trips and stuff. And people didn't like have this interchange at Abuakwa, that place. Like it's very, very nice. And people are like, wow, is that in Kumasi? So I think that for like our viewers are mostly diaspora.
Yes. Yeah.
Who also, I mean, need information to move here.
Yeah.
So it's good to explore. I mean, before you move finally.
Yes, definitely.
You can try Accra.
Yeah.
Try Kumasi.
Yeah.
Try other regions.
Yes, there's all different options. Ghana is just not Accra. Yeah.
It's true. And talking about Ghana, how many regions have you explored now? Because you do a lot of traveling.
I do. Gosh, I don't know.
But you've been to a lot
I've been to a lot of places. Yeah, so I've been here, Ashanti. I've been Northern, Greater Accra, obviously, because that's where I live. Eastern as well, Volta. Cape Coast, I haven't yet.
Oh, really?
Yes, I haven't yet. So I haven't been to Cape Coast. I've been to Cape Coast, but not on video. Yes, so that's something I need to do with Takrady. Takrady, I went to a resort and I showcased it.
Western,
yes, but I haven't done too much detailed content there. But eventually I'll go.
That's good. Because I think we need to explore more.
Yeah.
I mean, like the time that we traveled, we missed big chunk of our lives in Ghana. So I think it's good that we
now you have the opportunity.
we have the opportunity. And then we talked about Akosombo. And you were telling about
Akosombo too.
Yes.
Akosombo is stunning.
Yes.
Stunning. Like, it's just one of my favorite places. It's not cheap though. It's not cheap, but it's nice. It's nice. It's a good place to go on holiday. I think to live there, you probably have to live in the neighboring towns, because in Akosombo itself, a lot of it is owned by the VRA. Oh. So unless you have connections, it can be hard to buy land and things like that. But like at Timpoku and those smaller towns around it, it's probably easy to find a place to stay and stuff. But it's one of the most beautiful places in Ghana.
Wow.
It's very beautiful with the lake and lots of greenery, the bridge. Oh, it's stunning.
I see it mostly on YouTube. I think it was one place that we plan to visit.
Yeah, you need to.
We plan to visit. I think in future we'll one day we'll find a place and go together.
We'll go
that'd
together
be great. And enjoy.
Yeah.
Good. I think yes, we've covered a lot. We've covered a lot.
Yeah.
Jasmine, thanks so much.
That's okay. Thank you too. Thanks for having me.
We've had
we've had a lot of fun.
amazing. We had a lot of fun.
Yes, we have.
Guys, you see the videos.
Yes.
And then tomorrow you'll be leaving.
I know.
But I think there is a lot to cover in Kumasi, and you will definitely come back again.
Absolutely.
Now, when you come back, you know you have a family.
Yes.
Family by nature.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Jasmine. God bless you.
God bless you too.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Watch the video, share, give us a thumbs up, and like it. Bye.
Bye.